Cthulhu has been a mainstay in various forms of horror fiction since his original appearance in the 1928 short story The Call of Cthulhu, written by H.P. Lovecraft. Since his inception, stories of Cthulhu have grown to focus on madness, insanity, and cosmic horror. Most recently, Cthulhu has been revived in a video game called, fittingly enough, Call of Cthulhu. I'm Welshie, welcome to Theory Pop. Call of Cthulhu was developed by Cyanide Studio, the team behind the Styx series of games and several Games Workshop licensed properties. The game focuses on Edward Pierce, a World War I veteran from the Lost Battalion. Now, in 1924, he is a private investigator and is hired to investigate the deaths of the Hawkins family on Darkwater Island, off the coast of Boston. Pierce travels to Darkwater to begin his investigation and finds a community shrouded in mist, and after the decline of the whaling industry, in a dire state of repair. Call of Cthulhu nails the atmosphere straight away. The game opens with a tone-setting nightmare sequence as Pierce finds himself stranded in a cave, surrounded by the gutted corpses and entrails of sharks and whales. A voice speaks from within the depth of his mind.
What a putrid offering.
Trying to escape, Pierce sees faceless figures, presumably cultists, killing a police officer before he wakes in his office. The game builds upon the tension and horror of that opening sequence as Pierce makes his way to Darkwater Island. Upon reaching the island, the atmosphere remains dark and foreboding. The island is shrouded in mist, with steep, jagged rocks jutting out into the sea, and the buildings have all seen better days, looking like they are on the verge of rotting away. A whale carcass is stranded on the dock, with massive wounds across his body, with the police and the gathered crowd of sailors arguing over what to do with it. Pierce is made to feel unwelcome and on edge as soon as he sets foot on the island. Oh, and if you want to see some of this otherworldly horror for yourself, you can pop over to my gameplay channel to see the first part of my playthrough, which is up now. Just click the handy little card at the top of this video. Anyway, the developers certainly want to push the idea of madness upon the player very early into the game. As mentioned earlier, Pierce endured a horrific nightmare right from the start, but things don't improve once he's on the island. While searching for a way into a plot-centric warehouse, Pierce finds an underground passage. He ventures down into a fume-filled cavern, causing him to cough and splutter, before venturing into a waterlogged tunnel. Something under the surface rushes toward the private investigator, and Pierce is pulled under by an ill-tempered squid creature. Looking up towards the surface, all Pierce sees are entrails and viscera, before he rushes upwards and emerges from the water. As he pulls seaweed off his body, the player is left wondering, was it a hallucination caused by the fumes in that cavern, or did Pierce really experience that vision? It's pretty weird, man. Eventually, Pierce makes his way to the Hawkins mansion. The manor looms over the bay. At the top of the cliffs, a huge, dark and foreboding shadow, as old as the settlement of the island itself. Boarded up windows and doors make it clear the building is in a state of disrepair, much like the rest of the island. Even from up here, looking out over the bay, Pierce can't see far. There's no sign of other land anywhere through the mist-shrouded seas, and the town below is dark and decrepit. Things look like they can only get worse for our private investigator. And that's about as far as I've gotten in the game. So far I like it. Tone feels oppressive and dark, and despite interactions with other characters, Pierce feels isolated. I'm hoping to do a longer analysis once I've completed the game, but up to this point it's definitely promising. And now I have no idea how to end this video. Happy Halloween! Hey everyone, thanks for watching. Have you played Call of Cthulhu yet? Have you tried the tabletop RPG it's based on? Let me know in the comments section. If you'd like to see more of my videos, click the box over on the left, or click my face up above to subscribe, and I'll see you next time.